The boy spent all his New Year's money on a giant pair of boots. From that day on, he held them close, waiting for his father to come home from the front. His mom promised he'd be back soon, but days turned into weeks, and his father never appeared. Then one afternoon, an officer knocked on their door. The boy learned his father had been captured in battle, fate unknown. He stared at his father's photo, his chest heavy with anger and grief. Slowly, he slipped on the boots meant for his father. From then on, he barely spoke. Watching him sink into silence broke his mother's and brother's hearts. So his brother took him to see a magician, the boy's childhood idol. He used to buy the man's posters every week, but this was the first time he'd seen him so close. At last a smile touched the boy's face. Then the magician called for a volunteer. Hands shot up everywhere, but he chose the quiet kid in the corner, Jack. Shy and insecure, Jack shrank back into his seat. After being called again and again, he finally stepped onto the stage. The magician told the crowd Jack had the power to move objects with his mind. The audience burst out laughing. To them, Jack was just a stunted boy, 12 years old, but barely the size of an 8-year-old. The source of his deepest shame. The magician didn't care. He set an empty bottle in front of Jack and urged him to move it with his mind. Jack froze. The magician guided his hands, whispering that he was special, that he had to believe, but the mocking laughter crushed the little confidence Jack had. His hands fell, his head lowered.
Credi di potercela fare?
Jack's breath caught. Those were the same words his father always asked him. For a moment, it felt like his father was right there beside him. Jack raised his hands again, eyes locked on the bottle. He shouted over and over, "I can do it." The magician smiled as Jack poured all his strength into that moment. And then it moved. Jack stared at his hands in disbelief, then back at the magician. The theater erupted in applause. From that day, Jack's obsession with the magician grew even deeper. Later, in church, he overheard the priest say, "If we have faith the size of a mustard seed, we can move a mountain. And if we can move a mountain, nothing is impossible. Not even ending this war and bringing our loved ones back." Those words struck Jack's heart. He made a vow he would move the mountain by their town, end the war, and bring his father home.